Hello everyone, my name is Anna Jazdova and I'm a specialist in fermentation. I run various fermentation workshops in London and the area. I also have online courses on different fermentation topics. I cover vinegars, condiments, fermented soft drinks, kombucha, kimchi, sauerkraut, fermented dairy, and so on. Today I wanted to show you and discuss with you how do we know that the ferment that we made is successful, is good for us. Yeah, quite often I have this question on my classes, on my workshops, where people ask, well, Anna, I made some ferment took the recipe from online, from the internet, and I made it, but I'm not sure if that was successful, if I can eat it, if I'm going to get sick after that or not. How do I know? So first of all, yeah, we have amazing tool at our disposal. It's our body. And we have senses. So what we're going to do now is, using our senses, we're going to determine if ferment, we're going to learn how to determine if the ferment is successful or not. As an example, I'm going to take my sauerkraut here. Yeah. So first of all, what we do, we use eyesight. So first we'll look at the ferment. Yeah. And if we see sort of mold, something fluffy on top, yeah, whatever color that is, we know we have mold, yeah, we have infestation, and that's not a successful ferment, so we throw this away. If there is sort of like white florets in there, yeah, sort of like a film, white film, I'll show you how it looks. Well, this one has been disturbed a little bit, so you can't really see. But you can see those white bits and pieces, yeah? That's calm yeast. Calm yeast is not harmful to humans, but it's not desirable microorganisms in our ferment, yeah? So if it's a sauerkraut, it's quite easy to get, and if you catch that at the very start, when it just formed, you can remove the top layer, maybe 1 centimeter, maybe 2, of sauerkraut and continue enjoying it. If calm yeast didn't change, didn't alter the taste, didn't alter the structure of the ferment, yeah, the kraut is still crunchy, and it didn't alter the smell, because it does do that quite often. And generally, if we feel like, ooh, no, that white stuff, I'm not going to eat it, throw it away. If you might see some slime in your sauerkraut or other ferments, yeah? And slime is when you take it and it kind of goes slimy. Discard that. If you see there's some pink color out of nowhere, also discard that. There can be some discoloration as well. Yeah, usually that happens when the top layer is oxidized. Yeah, look, this is some really dark gray layer there. This happened to this ferment because I left it forgotten for a few months at semi-room temperature. Yeah. And what you can do with this is remove a couple of centimeters of the top layer and taste what's underneath, yeah? Or if looking at this you're saying, ooh, no, throw it away, yeah? Right, next one, sediment. Yeah, and by sediment I mean, well, this one is ginger beer, so that's normal. Yeah, that's the sediment. Sometimes sauerkraut has sediment as well. It depends on what you've got inside. If sediment is up to 0.5 centimeter, so something very, very small, yeah, a few probably 1/4 inch, That's normal, that's okay, that's some byproducts of fermentation, nothing wrong with it. But if there's 1 to 3 centimeters of the sediment, that's not okay. It's better to discard that ferment. Yeah. So when we made sure it looks fine, yeah, we use the next tool, which is the sense of smell. So we open it up. Yeah, we open it up and we smell it. Usually with sauerkraut, you can smell it from the other side of the room. Yeah. And why that is because the cabbage itself is quite smelly business. Plus, one of the byproducts of bacteria is CO2s. And together with smelly cabbage, yeah, that produces the smell of a fart. And that's normal. It's how the cabbage sauerkraut is supposed to smell. Yeah, so if we feel that, I can smell some spicy, some ginger in my kraut. Yeah, it smells very, very nice. I'm very pleased. If everything is fine, we're going to the next stage. But if you can smell something strange, something unpleasant, and more often than not, the smell will make you sort of gag, like, yeah, you will have this reflex. It's better to discard that. Yeah, you won't be able to eat it anyways. So the next stage, if everything looks fine, yeah, if everything smells fine, the next stage is our taste buds. And we take just a tiny bit, just a little bit. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to make you sick. So you taste a little bit. And again, if something's wrong with your ferment, most probably you're going to have the same gagging reflex. Yeah, so you won't be able to put it in your mouth. It will be like, yeah, it will be very unpleasant. If everything is fine and you can feel the crunchiness of the sauerkraut. By the way, if the sauerkraut is not crunchy, that's fine too. You can use it in a soup. You can, even if you're not enjoying it, yeah, if you don't like the uncrunchy, soft sauerkraut, you can use it in a few things. Yeah, you can make a stew out of that. You can make some soup out of that. Again, if you are not happy to eat that, you can discard that. You can make some, or you can make some sauerkraut crackers. Using some nuts and seeds. Yeah, there are quite a few options what you can do with that soft kraut. If otherwise everything is fine. So if it's crunchy, if it's tasty, if everything is fine, then we go on to the next stage, which is the most important one. Yeah. So everything looks fine, everything smells fine, everything tastes fine. Yeah. The next one is our gut feeling. That's the most important thing. Because sometimes when everything is fine, yeah, the gut feeling, that the voice in the back of your mind is saying, I don't know, being very, very sort of like doubtful. Yeah, if you have that doubt in the back of your mind, you can call it intuition, you can call it gut feeling, whatever you call that. It's better not to eat that ferment. First of all, that nagging feeling at the back of your head is not going to let you enjoy your sauerkraut or whatever fermented product we're talking about, yeah? So every time you're going to be eating it, it will be there saying, I don't know. Second of all, psychosomatic connection most probably will make you sick, yeah? So you really and truly do not want to eat such ferment. This is it, really, yeah. If it was helpful, let me know. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.